The first time I made gingerbread cookie houses was almost 25-27 years ago when I was working in Maurya Sheraton in Delhi. And when the guests along with their children used to come, and they used to love and they used to be like all happy looking at these gingerbread cookie houses. It is very easy to make these things at home. First, we are going to learn how to make this gingerbread cookie dough. For this, I am going to show you how to make the syrup along with which you are going to make these gingerbread homes. For making these gingerbread houses, first take sugar. Do not add any water. Just we are going to caramelize this till it is nice golden color. Then we are going to add little water and make this syrup. And this is pretty much the same way we can make this waxing cream for hair removal. In fact, you can check out that video. In fact, I am going to provide the link also how to make the sugar waxing syrup also. Whenever you are making this caramel, use a steel spoon and just slowly you will see that this sugar is going to melt. Once it attains the right temperature and everything is melted, you start caramelizing. When you get this golden color, that is when the thing is like caramelized stage. If you keep cooking this, it will become darker and blacker. You don't need to blacken it, because if you take it to a black stage, blacken, that is what they use for coloring lot of drinks and all the cakes. So this much is good enough. Switch off the flame, and in this you can add a little bit water. If it blackens more, it will taste bitter. So you don't want to get to that point. By adding a little bit of water, now this caramel is good. While this is cooling, if it is getting really thicker, you can add a little bit water and make your nice golden syrup for your gingerbread. I have added some water and this has become like a thick syrup. This is really hot, but once this cool down, it will be perfect. I am going to use this to make our gingerbread cookies. We are going to take 60 grams of butter. In this, add 1 egg, add cinnamon powder around 20 grams, add 20 grams of ginger powder. And this cinnamon powder and ginger powder will give a very nice aroma for the bread. Mix these ingredients well. In this, we are going to add around 120 grams of brown sugar and mix all of this. That should be good enough. No need of mixing it too much. And the syrup what we did, around 125 ml of sugar syrup, that should be good. In this, we are going to add 400 grams of all-purpose flour, that is maida. Once you mix this well, this will become like your clay, and you can make various things. For the Christmas, you want to make those hangings, everything you can make these cookies. Bell shape, star shape, and you can color it, you can do lot of wonderful things with this. Mix all of this. I know I cannot do it with this, so you got to jump in, put your hands and make this clay mixture. You will have this wonderful gingerbread cookie dough ready. Slowly mix it and this will become like a clay dough. Moisture, you can always add the thick sugar syrup what you made. Look at that, the moisture is enough. Just let it sit for a few minutes and then we are going to use this to make our gingerbread house. We will make cookies, we will make some shapes too. The dough is ready. All we need to do is make a gingerbread house. So you can always, with a cardboard or something like that, cut dimensions whatever you want. So you have to have 2 of these. These are the side ones, and we need to have the roof also is here. 2, 6 pieces and your house will be ready. You can make a base. You can do your all creative work with this dough. So take the dough mixture, roll it into a nice sheet. It has to be like a thin cookie sheet. It is very easy. Now when you have these things ready, all you need to do is take a knife, cut it the shapes you want, and once these shapes are ready, you can always transfer it into a baking tray. Once you put it on a baking tray, bake it for not long time, 10-12 minutes at 180 degrees centigrade. You want to cook it further, you can do it. With the cookies, I bake it a little more time. Whenever you do this, you can always remove the excess and again roll it to make the house. So this is nice and perfect. Now with the help of a spatula or something, just slide in a sheet and then you can transfer this into a baking tray. Isn't this very easy? Now bake it for few minutes at 180 degrees centigrade and you will have all these sheets ready. We got this gingerbread gone into the oven to bake, and now I am going to show you royal icing. which is a very, very old, cake decorations and everything they use, and they use raw egg white. So don't be scared because they add icing sugar to it and it won't spoil. And usually even for the cakes which they store for a year long, they use this. They use this as a piping, they use it as a, pour as a spread on top of the cakings. For frosting, so many other things they use this. So very simple, just take the egg white, all they do is whisk it, and when you add icing sugar to this, make sure you mix it well. For one egg white, around 100 grams of icing sugar, but you will know, this has to be kind of a piping consistency. That means you should be able to put this in a piping bag and pipe it out. 100 grams is not enough, so I need to pour more of icing sugar. If you are using as a pouring consistency, this is good, especially croissants or something like that, you can do that. Add more icing sugar and bring it to a nice piping consistency. I think this should be good. And I have to tell you, this royal icing, I have used it to make the Eiffel Tower when I won the gold medal at All India Chef competition. So this can be used on a butter paper, dried, and you can make structures out of it and everything. Once it dries, it becomes nice and crispy, and beautiful fine artwork is usually done with this. But today we are using it as a gum to attach this house. Constantly whisking kind of slightly aerates it and also give it a white color. So this should be good enough, and now you can use this for piping. Nice and perfect. It is holding on its own without dropping. That should be good for this kind of icing. So just take it, put in the piping bag, pull the thing up, and this is ready to use. You can make it the way you want. I used to make a lot of royal icing work when I used to work in the bakery. Do like this and keep making these things till you get a nice roof-like texture. You can use the same royal icing as a gum, put some extra royal icing so that this thing will stand on top of this. Okay. So now just let's stick it at the bottom. Now it is done. So now this side, look at the measurement. You can do this artistic work with the kids. They will enjoy and make it like a workshop, and you will have fun. And I am going to hand it over to Chef Mani here, and he is going to assemble all of it, and later he is going to decorate all the sides, and you will see how wonderful this will turn out. That gingerbread cookie houses are very easy to make. Along with your children, make it like kids project and have fun with it. And also we have two beautiful Santa Clauses. They look like more like goon Santa Clauses in the carving, but they're pretty okay. So dear friends, just have fun. And this festive season, we're going to make a lot of recipes and a lot of Christmas recipes also. And especially for the new year, we're going to make a lot of party food and party snacks. Watch another Wow Magic with Chef Mani. Dear friends, I hope you have enjoyed learning how to make this gingerbread house and also the carving of Santa Claus with watermelon. We're going to do a lot more of these things. Keep watching every day, and when you make the best of the best, you got to say Vareva. See you in another session. In the meanwhile, season greetings to you all in advance.